Hey then everyone, Juan Romero here from SwitchWatch, back with another review. This is Tesla Force on the Nintendo Switch. We'll jump straight into the story, and it seems like a missed opportunity. The characters do not really interact during the game. It begins with one of the protagonists, Tesla, trying to give the world unlimited energy, and this opens up a wormhole for all sorts of monstrosities to get through, and that is your lot. It sets the scene, and away you go. 10 Tons are known for making some fantastic twin-stick shooters, from Neon Chrome Judge and Tesla vs Lovecraft. At first I thought I was playing Tesla vs Lovecraft, such are the similarities. This here is a spin-off of that game. The difference here though is that the levels are random and there are an infinite number of possible level layouts, although really that does not mean too much in this roguelite. You see, the objectives within the game are rather limited. In each level you choose to take on through the map. In the 3 chapters, Arkham, Farm and Forgotten Caves, the objectives remain the same. Kill 4 statues, collect 8 parts to fix the inhibitor, or close the rifts, which basically has you staying in a circle on the map for an amount of time while defending yourself from the billions of creatures while the rift closes. Now, it is repetitive as you can get, but that doesn't mean it's a bad game. There are a few different objectives thrown in, but these are the main 3. You get to choose your path through each chapter, with 2 or 3 choices each step of the way, but perish and you get to start that chapter all from the beginning. If you make it to the next though, you will begin from the next chapter, or you can redo the previous. Now, I often get very addicted to repetitive simple games like this as long as the mechanics and gameplay are fun. With each run you'll pick up pink crystals which allow you to buy better weapons in your hub and to start that next run. For example, tier 1 weapons service you with a crappy pistol, whereas tier 2 you get to choose from a shotgun or iron pistol. Tier 3 and 4 and you get to start with better stuff, so on and so forth. That's not to say that you can't pick up a better random drop within the levels, but this gives you a better start. It's the same with the perks. Each level you complete, you'll be able to pick up a perk. 15% better fire rate or 15% quicker movement speed, but you can also unlock perks to start your run, so you have a better chance with up to 5 perk slots available at once, but at a price. Now, those pink crystals will not come easy or quickly and will require grinding. Lastly, you can also buy abilities like a thunderbolt that explodes upon impact, or a Tesla stick that you can leave in the ground to electrocute foes. As you make your way through the levels, you'll then come across a boss at the end, beat the boss, and you get to start next chapter. Whatever you choose, if you do die anywhere within a chapter, you will, as I said, start the experience from the beginning, and that can be tedious and frustrating for many. If you have Tesla vs Lovecraft, then that for me is probably the better game. There is a lack of differing modes here also, which is a shame. Here you can choose differing characters such as Tesla, Curie, Lovecraft and Shelley, each with slightly differing abilities, but each play very similar. The best part, of course, is how it feels to play, and 10 Tons have a gift when it comes to making twin-stick shooters, and here it's no different. You'll be teleporting to avoid enemies galore, shooting like your life depends on it, and it all feels quick and frantic. It feels great. Find parts of a mech and you can get into it and blast the crap out of enemies for a limited time. And at first, when that doomsday clock ticks down, meaning each time it does so, enemies become more powerful and faster. So you want to complete the levels ASAP. You can also within the levels buy revives, health with the batteries that you collect, which will make it a little bit easier, as well as the limited time weapons such as fire bullets. For me though, to make this ultra compelling and to take it to that next level, it needed something to keep me hooked after completing it. And for me, that was the online leaderboards. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any of that. Once I had unlocked the 3 chapters, Game Plus mode, I wasn't that bothered anymore. It also feels way too short. In fact, it will probably not take you longer than a couple of hours if you're pretty good at these games. There is a multiplayer aspect that might prolong the game for you. You can play up to 4 players if you want, which is a nice feature. Audio wise, it's pretty awesome, very atmospheric, 10 Tons as usual, making the weapons sound fantastic, and the monsters sound good too. Visually I have a slight issue with. a lot of the enemies blend into the background, making them hard to see and avoid. This means that you can die at times just by teleporting into a foe that you cannot see very well. Otherwise, the visuals are what you expect in this type of game. Levels are small and compact, colours though are a little bit drabbed. I hoped for more, to be honest. Value-wise for me, the game is rather expensive for what you get. I want a top-notch game for this price, and Tesla vs Lovecraft is more in line with that. However, this game doesn't feel fleshed out enough, and for $14.99, $16.99 in the US and $16.99 in Europe, I don't think you're getting full value for money here. I would wait for a sale. In terms of my verdict, before we get into that, if you are enjoying this review, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell notification so you don't miss another video. Onto that verdict then, for me 10 Ton are one of the best makers of twin-stick shooter games out there is no doubt. And I don't think though that this particular game was needed after the excellent Tesla vs Lovecraft. It is a roguelite, so it can be frustrating for those not prepared to lose progress, and while the upgrades soften the blow, it's less appealing. Factor in the fact that the game is very repetitive in the mission objectives, it's super short. Really the only thing saving this is the gameplay, which feels tight, fast and fluid, but then again that's to be expected from 10 Ton. It's a game you pick up on sale when you've played all the other 10 Ton fantastic twin stick shooters. A 6.5 out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still watching, then you're a legend. I want to know who you are, so leave me a smiley face emoji in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification. I'm going to leave some videos up above now, some bargains from James, some physicals which have been released this week from Jordan, and from myself, the mega Metroidvania list that we made. Don't forget to watch that one. That was a huge amount of work, one that we really enjoyed, so we hope to see you over there. We'll see you again on the next one.